So, what are your priorities as far as day one as the mayor of Winsboro?
Okay. First of all, my priorities have always been the children, the youth of Franklin Parish, the elderly of Franklin Parish. However, going in, I don't want to go in and uproot the way the way the mayor has done. I'm not going in trying to fire the whole staff, because when you're dealing with that, you mess with the morale of the parents, the workers. They have families that they have to take care of. However, going in day one, I do want to revisit some of the ordinances that have taken place as far as stop signs, as far as speed bumps. However, we have areas that need stop signs. We have areas that need speed bumps. And, I just want to know what the rationale was for putting them where they were put and when they were put, you know. And so I don't want to go in and fire the entire staff at the city of Winsboro. That's not me. I don't do things like that. However, I do want people around me, surrounding me, who's going to support my vision. Because if you're not supporting my vision, then you're bringing division. So it is my plan to go in and improve upon the things that have been done right. The things that I feel like were done wrong, go and revisit those things, have talks, have conversations with the council members, with people in the community. I want to make myself visible with the community. I want to have an open door policy with the community. I don't want to be a mayor that people are afraid to come and talk to me because I sound like or act like I'm going to bite their head off.
Okay. What's your take on gun violence? I noticed the gun violence has increased recently in Winsboro, and what do you plan to do about it?
Okay. As far as gun violence is concerned, compared to other towns, we don't have a whole lot. But for towns our size, what we've had is a lot of break-ins where young people are going in and stealing people's guns out of their car at night, out of their glove compartment, breaking into homes, stealing guns. So we have a whole lot of guns going around that are registered to people that have been stolen. And so as far as the violence goes, whether it's violence or just gun violence, I think it's a bigger problem than that. I think the root cause is poverty, because I'm not breaking in somebody's house to steal something if I have my own money. Then again, some people do. But I think the root cause of it is poverty. And poverty, not so much that the children don't have money, but I think it's the family as a whole. Because I think if we can get the proper jobs here, not a $7.25 an hour job, not an $8 an hour job, but jobs that are bringing economic development into our community, where our dads can feel like I'm taking care of my family again, moms can feel like I'm taking care of my kids again, and the kids have what they need. They're not so quick to go out and mess up what they have that's good, mess up their name, mess up their parents' name, break in someone's home. So I think the cause of violence, the root cause of it, is not so much that, they just want to shoot, they just want to fight. The root cause of it is poverty. We got to get the parents better jobs. We got to get the parents good paying jobs. Got to get them educated. I know we need youth mentorship, we need youth training, but however, it starts with the home. The parents need these things. They need to get GEDs. They need to be better educated. That's my take on it.
Okay. So how will you handle the recent situation that they have going on at the police station?
Okay. For those who don't know, at our police station, our chief has a lack of staffing. He lost a lot of his officers to the sheriff department, lost them to agencies that were paying more. So we've had officers in the past. We've been staffed and overstaffed, but for some reason, we lost our officers. I don't know if it was the morale at the police station. It had a lot to do with the pay, but it was more than that, because the pay has always been around that same thing. So what happened is the mayor and the town council, which is the governing body, got together and formed a contract with the sheriff. Well, the sheriff formed a contract, and they kind of agreed upon it. And what happened is the sheriff department came in and brought officers to help out with the city, because they had a lack of officers. And with safety in mind, of course. And so what's going on is there's some kind of way there's a gap in between the chief of police knowing what's on the contract, and what's not. But however, my take on it is this: the chief of police is an elected official. The mayor is an elected official, as well as the sheriff. I have enough respect for the offices they hold to allow them to be able to work that out.
Okay, Uncle Mike has a question for you. And the question is, what exactly does a mayor do, and why should the people vote you to represent Winsboro?
Okay. First of all, what does the mayor do? The mayor is the overseer of the finances. He's the overseer of the staffing, the overseer of the city as a whole, along with the governing body who makes the laws. The mayor can't do anything or pass any ordinances, proposals, etc., without the town council, who's made up in our town of about 5 people. And what happens is the mayor hosts the town council meetings. He is the chief executive officer. And what our problem has been as far as mayor, and this will tie into why I want to run for mayor. I respect the things that our mayor has done. He came into a situation where he had to fix the finances because there were some things and decisions that were made that weren't so good they weren't great. They weren't so great. And so, however, I've never been a decision maker at the city of Winsboro. I've commended the mayor on the audit. We have an audit that had no findings. And now they have a CPA as well as a budget person. They're at the town of Winsboro, people there to get those things right. And those are things that I would not want to change. I mean, I would keep that staff if they wanted to stay. However, if not, we would get someone else. But I like that system because the financial stability of the town is one of the major concerns. As far as why should the people elect me as mayor, it's because I've been here. I didn't just come out 2 months before qualifications, or I didn't just move here a year ago or a year and a half ago and decided that I wanted to come in and run the town. I've been here. I've seen the good and bad. I've seen the right and wrong. I've been here with the elderly. I've been here with the youth. When I was running for mayor, I was out there. When I wasn't running for mayor, I was out there because I did it from my heart. We've gone through 2 pandemics. We didn't see our mayor. We didn't see our town council to get out and give our elderly masks, cleaning supplies. I'm not saying that the city should have funded those things, but when you're held to a higher standard, you're in public office, even if you have to pull it out of your pocket, you do it. Because honestly, right now in the town of Winsboro, some of our youth, matter of fact, some of our middle-aged people, they don't even know what our mayor looks like. They can't tell you who their council person is for that area because they have not made themselves visible in the community. And that's the one thing that I plan on doing. I don't want people to have to wonder, well, what our mayor looks like or what is she doing today? I want transparency in my organization. I want the people's money to be well spent. I want them to know, what the salaries are at the town of Winsboro. Hold us to a higher standard. Is your mayor going out to find jobs, bring jobs here? I have the energy to do that.
Okay, got another question for Uncle Mike. What plans will you implement that benefits the Black community?
Hey, as far as the Black community is concerned, I am the Black community. And so the plans that I have in place is I want to go in and start day one. I'm working on an economic development plan that'll bring not only just jobs here, but good jobs here. We need solar farms here. We need broadband here. As far as our community goes, the town is almost 85% African American now because a lot of people have moved on the outskirts of town or whatever. So, as far as a town being 85% African American, the city finances, the city ordinances, the city recreation, it needs to reflect that. You can't get one of our papers and look and tell that our town is 85% of African American. You get our papers, you get, read anything that you pull off of a shelf in Winsboro, you really can't tell it's one of us here until you get to the obituary section, maybe arrest, And I just want the city to look like it's 85% African American. Am I against the whites? No, not, of course not. Some of my best friends are white. I just want us to be well represented in this town. You know, I don't want us to think, well, you know, we're turning into a retirement town. They forgot about us, you know. I want them to feel like, hey, she's one of us. You know, I want, after 4 years, I want them to be proud that they voted for Alice Wallace as mayor. I want little girls all over Winsboro to know that you can be mayor, you can be chief of police, you can be anything you want to be. And the problem is we have not seen it. We have not seen a female mayor in Winsboro. We have not seen a female chief of police in Winsboro. But however, the time is now. I need your vote. Vote number 9, Alice Wallace.
All right, well, there you have it. This is Alice Wallace, number 9. Thank you for stopping by the show. And one thing I liked that you said a lot was when you spoke about having an African-American female leader. You know, as a father of Black daughters, that's very inspirational. And they need to see things like that growing up in their hometown. And I really, really, really appreciate you saying it. And, you know, hopefully all goes well. And as I always say, you know, stay positive. Anything you put your mind to, you will definitely be able to do.
Absolutely.
And I believe in you fully. And just until next time, be blessed.
You too.